Wait. Stop scrolling. What if I told you that the best entry point into true immersive, high quality gaming on a 1440p resolution, 180Hz, huge 32-inch curved monitor that won't break your bank? I know I'm probably lying. I promise I'm not. So today we are looking at the Gigabyte GS32QCA. Now this packs in at a 1440p resolution, a buttery smooth 180Hz refresh rate, and a 1500R curvature, which is just dynamic as it gets. So today we're looking at the Gigabyte GS32QCA gaming monitor. Now this is one of the more budget-friendly monitors that I did find in the 32-inch with a curvature, but we're going to get into it. So just to start off with, we do have a 1500R curve, 180Hz refresh rate, 3500:1 ratio contrast, gaming assist, low blue contrast, as well as a flicker-free display. It does come in as a G rating, but nobody really cares about that anyways. So now I've got it unboxed, we'll go through a few things that we do have, starting off with the plugs. Now they do send us two type of plugs, which I thought was quite weird here in the UK. Obviously we've got the normal 3-pin UK plug, but I think the other one's a European plug. I'm not too sure why they sent both of them. Maybe I guess they think I'm going to be doing a bit of traveller. But anyways, obviously the one we're going to be using is the 3-pin UK plug. So we'll just put them to one side and we'll have a look at what else we've got. So on the top here we do have the stand. This is just the stand arm as well, so pretty simple design, black internals, plastic outside, pretty basic. Now what we have here is the actual plate, nice large metal plate, plastic on top. We've got the 1/4-inch thread in the middle as well as two securing pins, and then on the back is just a normal 1/4-inch thread screw. 4 little feet either side just to stop it from rocking about. But it's quite nice to see that they've got the two securing points as well, so you know fine well the arm's not going to come loose. So we'll just get this on here. Line it up with the two pins, and then all you've got to do is screw in the 1/4-inch thread. You can either use the little prong it come with or a screwdriver. It's all down to you. Flick that down, and then we're all good to go. Pretty solid stands, pretty base. We'll pop that to one side and see what else. Now, inside was a bit strange. Normally, when you buy gaming monitors, they always supply you with a HDMI cable. Now, the one thing that they do give you is a little plastic band that goes around the back of the arm. That's going to allow your cables to track through the back of the arm and down the side of whatever table you're working on, just for that little bit of cable management, which is quite nice. Now, like I said about the cable they supply, this is a DisplayPort cable. It's not the longest, don't get me wrong, but it is a DisplayPort cable. It's going to allow you to utilize that full 180Hz refresh rate that this monitor does provide. Now, just before we get into the rest of the video, all I want to do is look at the size of that curve. Like I said, this is a 1500R curve, massive amount of curvature. Now, like I said, there is two ways you can mount this. We can mount it on the 100x100 Versa mount, or we can also just use the one provided. So this goes in very simple. We have two prongs on either side here. Slide the prongs into the fitting. And then there's a little latch just there. And all you do is slide that up until you hear the click. That's clicked in, we're all good. A little clip to go on the back of it for your cable management. That just slides in with two little points on either side, which is hidden at the back, so allows all your cables to route this way, so it keeps your device and your area nice and tidy. Now, just because this is a common question, if you go over to your display settings, advanced display settings, click on the monitor and go down to choose refresh rate, you can change the refresh rate from 60 all the way up to 180. Normally Windows likes to purposely set it to 60 as a default anyways, but just to give you a little bit of a heads up. What if I told you that the best entry point into immersive, high refresh rate, 1440p gaming in a huge 32-inch curved monitor that won't break the bank? This is the Gigabyte GS32QCA. It packs a 1440p resolution, a buttery smooth 108Hz refresh rate, and a dramatic 1500R curve. Over the next few minutes, we're going to find out if this is the ultimate budget gaming upgrade, so hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. The GS32QCA adheres to Gigabyte's streamlined gaming philosophy. It's simple, it's sleek, and it's focused on the display itself. The star of the show, of course, is the size. We're looking at a massive 31.5-inch panel with a 1500R curvature. This curve is aggressive enough to generally pull you into the center of the action, especially with the large screen real estate. The bezels are impressively thin on the top and sides, giving you that modern edge-to-edge feel, while the bottom bezel keeps the branding minimal and subtle. Moving to the build. Gigabyte has used sturdy all-black matte plastic. There are no flashy RGB lights or aggressive angles there. It's clean, it's functional with the design. The stand, while stable, is where we will see the biggest trade-offs of the budget. You get -5 degrees forward tilt and +20 degrees back tilt, but unfortunately there is no height adjustment, swivel or pivot. If need a custom height or better positioning, the good news is the stand is easily removable and compatible with a 100x100 Versa mount. So let's spin it around and have a look at these ports. Connectively, it's solid, but again, straightforward. You get two HDMI 2.0 ports and a single full-size DisplayPort 1.4 connection. Now, if you do want to get the full 180Hz refresh rate, you'll ideally want to use the DisplayPort. You also have a 3.5mm audio jack, an audio pass-through, but notably, there is no built-in speakers and there is no USB hubs. The monitor is strictly about the display, which helps keep the cost down and keep it low. Now, the speed of this panel. We're dealing with a Quad HD 1440p resolution at a blazing 180Hz refresh rate. The combination gives you detailed, high-resolution visuals that are incredibly smooth and responsive. Backing this up is a 1 millisecond MPRT response time, ensuring fast-paced action in relatively crisp. The VA panel really shines here, with a native contrast ratio usually around 3500 to 1 ratio. You get that deep inky black and the IPS panels simply can't match. This makes a massive difference in dark atmospheric games where details and shadows truly pop out. Now, this monitor does support AMD FreeSync, ensuring a tear-free experience with the compatible GPUs. Gigabyte also include a suite of clever software features accessible via the OSD Sidekick, like changing the black equalizer, which brightens dark areas within the game without exposing bright ones, the aim stabilizer to reduce motion blurriness in fast shooting games. Now to the most compelling part, the price. The Gigabyte GS32QCA consistently lands in the budget-friendly category, making it one of the most affordable ways to get high specs, 32-inch curved 1440p 180Hz panel. When you consider the panel size, the high contrast VA technology, the 180Hz refresh rate, the monitor offers incredible spec-to-spec value against its competitors. It's clearly targeting for gamers who want maximum immersion without paying premium prices and fancy prices for stands and a USB Type-C. If you prioritize size, high contrast, raw speed, on a tight budget, this monitor is a fantastic pick. The immersion from the 32-inch 1500R curve is generally excellent for single-player and cinematic games. Now, the cons. However, you must be comfortable with the lack of stand adjustability and the slight risk of VA panel ghosting in very, very dark, high motion scenes. You also need to accept absence of USB hubs or built-in speakers. The monitor is superb. Its high value option, the budget consistency, the gamer seeking a big, fast and high immersive Quad HD experience.
Going out.
Incoming flashback. Outpost available. Incoming subtext. You've fallen behind. We got the lead, now hold it. Damn it, we've lost the lead.
So, did I miss anything? If I did, please do drop it down in the comment section below, but just an overall recap. We've looked at the Gigabyte GS32QCA and I can't see a fault in it, to be honest with you. We went through the pros, we went through the cons, and the cons can pretty much be rectified in a way. I think the biggest thing that we could talk about was the height adjustment and there's no swivel up tilt, but we managed to fix that by mounting it onto a 100x100 Versa mount, which are extremely cheap online. I have put some links in the video description for you guys, just in case you want to take a look. But did this video help you decide to go for Gigabyte? Let me know in the comment section. I got mine, and I'm definitely keeping it. Best budget monitor that you can get on the market today. So guys, if the video helped you in any way, shape or form, please do drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and I'm going to go do some gaming. Bye.